Okay, next example is example 3. In this diagram, QP is equals to vector A, QR is vector B, and QS is vector C, RT is D. As you can see in this diagram, PQ is not given, but QP is given, that is vector A, and also QR is given as vector B, RT is given as vector D, and QS, this till S, is given as the vector C. So first of all, the question is that find in terms of A, B and C PS. First of all, we have to find PS, secondly RP, thirdly PT, and next one is TS. So what is PS, this smaller vector? How we can find? So we use QP and QS. So for PS, we can use PQ plus QS. So what is PQ? PQ is the opposite of QP. So that will becomes minus A, and QS is given as C. So we can write it as minus A plus C, that is equals to C minus A. So this is the answer of PS. Next one is RP, the second part. RP is this large vector. So this large vector can be found by using PQ and QR. So that will be equals RQ, this vector RQ, and QP. Okay, so you can also use RQ and QP, and you can also use PQ and QR, but at the end, when you use PQ and QR, then at the end you multiply with negative sign, because we find RP. So we are finding the value of PR, so that's RP, so that's why we use this method. Okay, so that is uh, RQ, right? RQ plus QP. So what is RQ? That is opposite to QR, so it is minus B, that is given as minus B, and also QP is equals to A. So QP is equals to A, so we write minus B plus A, that is equals to A minus B. And also next one is PT. PT is given as this vector. Okay, so this vector can be found by using the PR vector. Where is PR? This which we have found in part B, and also RT vector. So that is equals to PR plus RT. What is PR? That is B minus A. So what is RT? That is D. Okay, so it means that the answer will be B minus A plus D, or you can also write it as B plus D minus A. So this is the answer of part C. Next is TS, this TS small vector. So this small vector can be found by using TR, TR and RS. Okay, so what is TR? TR is simple minus D, that is opposite of RT, and RS. RS is basically equals to RQ, the sum of RQ and QS, right? So we replace RS by RQ plus QS. So that is equals to what is the value of RQ? RQ is equals to minus B, and QS is equals to plus C. So you can write it as minus D plus minus B plus C. Okay, so that is equals to C minus B minus D. So this is your example, and all the four uh, parts are solved of this example. Now here is the next exercise. You have to do some questions from the exercise uh, which I have mentioned. Question number 1 part C, question number 2 part C, question number 4, and question number 6, right? Do all these questions quickly. After that, the next topic is perform simple vectors arithmetic and understand the definition of a unit vector. So what is a unit vector? A unit vector is a vector with a magnitude of 1. A unit vector is a vector which has the magnitude always 1. Two important unit vectors are commonly used. These are the vectors in the direction of positive x-axis and positive y-axis. The unit vector in the direction of the positive x-axis is I, which you have learnt in previous classes, and also the unit vector in the direction of y-axis is positive y-axis is j. Now we have another example, that is the diagram shows the vector a. Draw the diagram to illustrate the vector 3a and minus 2a. So this is the vector a. It means that if you are finding the value of 3a, it means that you have to multiply its magnitude by 3, so it will be longer, 3 times longer than the original vector. So it will becomes this one a 1a, this one 2a, this one 3a, but the direction will be same because we are multiplying with the scalar. And also the next one is minus 2a, it will becomes minus sign, indicates that now the direction of the vector is reversed. Okay, so 2 times its magnitude, but its direction will be reversed. Any problem? Okay, so next one is any vector parallel to a vector a may be written as lambda times a, where lambda is a non-zero scalar. So if two vectors are parallel, it means that they both are the scalar multiples of each other, right? Next one is the example 5. Show that the vector 6a plus 8b and 9a plus 12b are parallel. So it means that we have to just prove that the both are the scalar multiples of each other. So how we can prove that? We took the second vector, that is 9a plus 12b. So if we multiply it, or you can say that if we write it as taking 3 as a common, so it will becomes 3a plus 4b, right? This one. And also if we are just taking the taking 3 common from the second vector, and also if we take 2 common from the first vector, it will also becomes 2 times 3a plus 4b, right? So you can see that the both vectors have the original vector, that is 3a plus 4b, and this is 3 times 3a plus 4b, this is 2 times 3a plus 4b. So both are scalar multiples of each other. That's why here lambda will be 3 over 2. How 3 over 2? If we multiply this vector by 3 over 2, it will becomes a 9a plus 12b. It means that the lambda is 3 over 2, right? Any problem? Next one is subtracting the vector is equivalent to adding a vector with the negative vector, or we can also use a minus b. So it is defined as a plus minus b, right? So here is the example, that a is the vector in the direction this way, and also b is the vector in this direction. So if we are finding the value of a minus b, it will becomes we just put the vector on vector a, but in the opposite direction. Now its direction will be outside. In the original value, its direction is inside the vector a, but when we take the negative vector, its direction will be reversed. So the when we add these two vectors, it will becomes a plus minus b, that is equals to a minus b. So a unit vector is a vector with modulus 1, right? Modulus 1 means that its magnitude will be 1. Any problem till now? Okay.